Hey, welcome to today's segment of Tackle Talk. I'm Captain Ricky Wheeler, and I'm going to talk to you about trolling for stripers. This fall has been an amazing striped bass bite off the southern coast of New Jersey. The fish have been migrating and they're chomping on bunkers, so we've been matching the hatch and been using bigger baits than normal, and it's been working great. We're fishing with 16-pound test, trying to get a line class record with mooring claws, so that limits us to what we're able to use. A lot of times we'll use umbrella rigs, also called niner rigs, and they're extremely effective. But we can't use that, they're not IGFA legal. We also can't use a double parachute or double mojo rig either. So what we've been using that's been the most effective is the single mojo, and this has been crushing the striped bass. You can see that these shad bodies have a lot of miles on them. They're getting torn up. So always have extra shad bodies when you pull these, because you do need to replace them a lot. And usually we're using anywhere from 12 to 24 ounce. That's plenty. We're only doing 2 to 3 knots trolling. As long as your bait is close to or almost on the bottom, you're going to get bit. Also, another lure that's been working really good for me this year is the Bomber CD30. They track a lot truer. From my experience, they track a lot truer than the Stretch 30s. They have rattles in them, and I actually was turned on to these in the Bahamas. These also work great on grouper, wahoo, tuna, and they're through wired, so if you get a really big fish that destroys your lure, you're still catching that fish. They also come with better hardware, better hooks than the Stretches do. But if you do use Stretch 30s, there's nothing wrong with them. They're great, but I would highly recommend switching out the hooks. Switch them out with the VMC 5.0s. They're great hooks, or the Owner treble hooks. They're also very strong. The welds won't break, and change out your split rings too. It would suck to lose a fish of a lifetime because you didn't spend a little bit extra time to make your Stretch 30 right. But both of those have been working great, and honestly, the Chartreuse Mojo has been the ticket. This one really did well for us today. Probably caught more than half of our fish, just this one. This is a 24-ounce Mojo, single hook, and 9-inch shad body. But when we're trolling, basically what we're looking for good marks, looking for bait, and looking for the fish. So learn your sounder. Your electronics will take you a long way. And we've also been lucky enough to get on some amazing action with bird play. So when the bass run into birds, a lot of fun. You can get in the jigging and popping, but if you just want to troll them, nothing wrong with that either. It's very effective and a lot of fun. Definitely always try to use fluorocarbon in front of all my lures. Like this Bomber CD30, I use 80-pound fluoro, and on this Mojo I have 60-pound fluoro. We're doing light tackles, so that might be a little bit overkill, but if you're using the usual 50-pound braid that most people use, 80-pound fluoro is fine. You're going to get your bites, and it's highly abrasion resistant. You'd be amazed how striped bass take this down. Like, you'll have this whole thing in the mouth of a bass, and those rough teeth will be rubbing right on that line, and you won't lose your fish. So fluorocarbon leader goes a long way. Can't say it enough. But thanks for checking me out on this segment of Tackle Talk. Get out there and troll up yourself some striped bass. See you in the next episode.